Hey guys, welcome to Island 3. I have no idea if this is going to be a good score or not. This is 75, so there's probably going to be way better strategies out. This is my very first attempt even at this map, so it took me a little bit. We're going to start with our hero. When you put her on strong, so that way her ability or her swords will come out and hit the boss. On the left-hand side, if you're not familiar with this map like I am, there are blind spots all over this entire map. And what you want to do is you want to start with a helicopter and you want to lock it in place. If you do pursuit, it's going to go towards the other side and get the other balloons, and then the levels won't start coming off. So lock it in place and upgrade it to a 300. Once you get that upgraded, you're just going to rotate to a druid and make it a 140. You can let it speed forward and just upgrade when you can. If you find another effective tower that can help in that blind spot, feel free to use it, but you really won't start getting damage to the boss until it comes out of that loop. Once you get your druid upgraded to a 140, we're going to go ahead and start another helicopter, and this helicopter is going to help with the balloon cleanup and pushing the balloons back towards the entrances while this boss continues to spit out balloons and mobs. If you're not familiar with this boss, that's what this boss does. Every time a round goes off, more balloons come spitting out, and then you have to kind of have that balloon cleanup aspect. So on this helicopter, you're going to lock it in place so it stays right at the exit, so it's not following, and make it a 030. We will upgrade this eventually, but this is going to hold to push the balloons back and allow the druid to help with that balloon cleanup aspect. All along this little island, once this boss comes out, a good effective strategy for this one is going to be the tacks. The ones that you put in the front, so the front section of it, you want to mark those as 204s because they have more tacks. And then the ones that you place behind it, you can do the middle path for extended range. And when you pair them with an alchemist, it will extend their range and their pierce. So what you're going to see me do is on that second layer of tacks, I'm going to upgrade the middle path so it has extended range as 023s. The one in the top are going to be 204s. And then I'm going to pair an alchemist in the back so the alchemist can hit every single one of those tacks and help. Once the boss comes out of that loop, you can then put that helicopter on pursuit and then upgrade the middle path twice just to kind of help with the balloon cleanup and then the camo detection as well. As soon as you get 2 tacks out, pair that alchemist up, upgrade it to a 420. That way that alchemist is buffing those tacks, extending the range, because you're going to want to get a lot of damage off as soon as it's going to pass here. So your strategy is going to be continue doing these. Watch for the round that you're on. On round 40, mobs are going to start spitting out of the boss, and you're going to need to have your druid of the forest upgraded all the way. So you're going to want to make it a 150. What I would do, or what I would suggest, is around 38 or 39, turn around and sell the tacks, as many as you need to upgrade to that spirit of the forest. Or if you don't want to upgrade to the spirit of the forest, then you're going to have to put additional damage to help with those mobs. So you're going to see me right around now turn around, sell those tacks, and then we will upgrade to the spirit of the forest. You can actually not upgrade that helicopter to a 240 if you want, and then just upgrade the spirit of the forest. But I do find that upgrading that other helicopter to a 240 helps push a lot more balloons and mobs back and kind of help with that balloon cleanup aspect. So after you get that spirit of the forest, you want as quickly as possible start upgrading all of those tacks, putting them back out, because this is where you're going to get most of your levels off. I would upgrade one of those to a T5 as quickly as possible as well too. The ice monkeys can help with the balloon cleanup aspect and the damage, and then if you can, before it hits past this loop, you can upgrade an ice monkey to a T5 because it does do a lot of damage for this boss. You can make it a 520 because it will also help with the balloon cleanup plus the boss. And then you want to be able to upgrade one of your attacks to a T5. That way you're effectively getting as much damage as possible. The next towers that I'm going to be working on are going to be T5 snipers. I'm going to be working on an elite defender. It's going to be a 205. I am leaving it on first. All of my towers on first. Usually I leave it on strong, but with this particular boss and all of the entrances and exits, you're going to want to leave it on first. The Mermonkey is a great option as a 0-4 or even a 0-5. That Mermonkey will it will kind of soak up the balloons and the mauves and circle them, and that will allow your other towers to effectively get rid of all of the mauves and the balloons before they hit the exit. So it's a great balloon cleanup aspect, and that's why I put that out there. You also want to do a T5 top path sniper. I did a 5-2-0 specifically for that camo detection. So that way when the black mobs and stuff and the DDTs start coming out, that it can help try to clean up that balloon aspect as well too. The other key tower that you're going to want to put out is going to be a glue gunner and making it a 0-5-2 and use the ability every time it refreshes. Because everything's spitting out and this boss literally only has a small track to go before it hits the exit, using that ability is going to help slow that down to kind of help with that balloon cleanup and clearing all of those out and not having the boss push forward. There's a couple different things that you can do. So I sold all of the tacks, and then after I upgraded my T5 top path sniper, I started working on a middle path and tried to do all the way upgrade it to boost my overall snipers that are on there. But actually, if you just leave your tacks out, they will hit the ball. So as it comes around this loop here, it will hit the boss. I accidentally had the boss push forward, and then I abandoned the strategy of upgrading my middle path sniper there. I would suggest just leaving your tacks out after you get your upgraded bottom path elite defender and then your top path for the sniper as well, and keeping a T5 spike and then putting all along that kind of the top strip and putting those spikes out to kind of help with that damage, because they will reach, especially with that alchemist buff on here. This is only going to get you 75. I truly don't even know if that's a good score or not for this map. It's my very first attempt at the map in general because I've never played this map, but feel free to modify how you want or use a different strategy. I'm sorry I couldn't get higher on this one, but at least it's a general guide. If you want to support me in-game, my in-game creator code is mthegoddess, just like my YouTube channel. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Bye guys.